Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Morgan, and bid you all welcome back to The Witcher. Last time we left off... Oh, my microphone's a bit too loud. Let me just tweak that a bit. So last time we left off, I mused on the fact that we might actually get uploads out more regularly, and clearly that has not been the case, but things be how they is, and there's not much to do. My hope, in spite of all this, is to actually have this walkthrough finished before Elex comes out in October. I know Dragon Age has been going a lot longer than this, and I just don't think I'm going to get to that quite as soon, because I did plan on doing a lot of the DLCs and everything, but we'll see what happens. If I can get my plate completely cleared before Elex, and I can just focus on that. Otherwise, whatever's left by then, I might just have to postpone until after I complete that, or at least until, the beginning of 2018, because during the holiday season, I'll be very busy. But regardless, let's not dwell on the future too much. So we've done many things. All leading up to entering this tavern here and taking care of business with the Posh reception. But even before we get into that, there's a couple things I want to do on the ground level. This probably will be a substantially long episode. I don't know why it does that little pan over every time you come in here, but it's going to get annoying, I assure you. This will probably be a longer episode because most of it is going to be a lot of talking, like a lot of talking. I just want to get it over with because part of the reason it's taken me so long is just I've been dreading doing this for a while now. But Dandelion's here, still chilling from the last time we had a drink, so let's see if he has anything for us.
Geralt, I'm glad you're here.
Then lucky I am.
I'm in the mood for music, Dandelion. We'll talk later.
Geralt, I promised to perform for all these people and I don't have my lute.
Then you have a problem.
Geralt.
What happened to your lute?
Long story. Tell you over a drink?
No, fine. Do I have enough? I don't want to use the potion bases for it, but we might have to resort to it. Unfortunately, he basically wants me ripping drunk before he'll...
Ridiculous, Geralt.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Geralt.
What did I just do? Okay, apparently he doesn't like Redanian vodka. Perhaps he likes Nilfgaardian vodka.
Don't be ridiculous.
Okay, no he doesn't.
Geralt.
Alright, well...
See you.
I happen to know where we have some stashed, so...
Welcome to my humble establishment.
Greetings.
Can I help you?
I'll talk to him after. What I want... I thought I had a lot more than that. Maybe he'll enjoy these. And if that's not quite enough, we'll get some beer.
Geralt.
I don't remember him being so picky last time. Alright, so the Mahakaman mead should suffice. Oh yeah, now we're getting twisted. That'll do it.
Forgot how tough you were.
Got up the courage to tell me about the lute?
I guess. My lute's at the home of a rich merchant. The house is on the west side of Salt Square. And I can't possibly leave. The crowd awaits.
Why wouldn't you tell me earlier?
Well, the merchant caught me giving his daughter lessons.
In what?
Relax, Geralt. Music.
All right. I'll fetch your lute.
Wonderful.
What's so special about this lute?
It's the one I got from Teruviel in the Valley of Flowers. Remember?
Who's Teruviel?
The she-elf from the Blue Mountains. You did quite a number on her nose when you two first met.
Where is she now?
I heard she joined the Scoia'tael. I wonder if she's still alive.
In the Valley of Flowers?
I even wrote a ballad about that, where the devil says goodnight. I'll be singing it today.
I don't recall.
Well, it is what it is. I'm afraid our memory does not serve us on that account, or many others, to be frank. Where is the... Oh, wow, I never noticed that guy before. I'll have to talk to him at some point.
Have a seat. I'll be with you soon.
We need to have a word with this woman, but unfortunately, her dialogue generates randomly. But she does actually have a quest if you persist.
Curses!
Okay, that was
I
easy.
spilled the chef's famous white sauce on some dame's red gloves. I sense trouble.
Can I help?
How?
Alright. Here's the deal. The way this, since this comes up randomly, it's actually very easy to screw it up, because if you walk away from this now and do not take care of it, even though the dialogue option can come up again later, she will basically turn you down. You won't be able to complete this little mini quest here. I don't happen to have the gloves on me, but I happen to know that the amount of money that we can pay her for them is equivalent to the amount of money we would spend on a pair of gloves from any merchant who has them. So there really is no point trying to go out and find them.
I can give you coin for gloves, and you can pay the woman.
Truly you are a darling man. Wonderful. Thank you.
There you are.
I'll tell you a secret you cannot betray as your reward. These are wives' tears. It sobers up the biggest drunkard in an instant.
This should be useful.
So we got the formula, and she also gave us a couple samples, which is very convenient because I want to use that now. Bam! Instant sobriety. Although I think it does have a toxicity effect. It only nullifies the effect of intoxication. I mixed that up with, I forget what it's called. Another white honey. I mixed that up with that before. White honey does not affect intoxication. It only affects, like, toxicity, as in poison. So, bear that in mind. But that is a good recipe to have. It's going to help with a lot of drinking contests later, making sure we don't have to kind of slog it all off. But our objective with Dandelion, I forget exactly where it takes us. So let's track it. Dead ahead then. Look at that. Alright. Now this is going to get interesting.
Leave my daughter in peace.
I want my friend's loot.
That inflated singer seduced my daughter. Out!
I want nothing from your daughter.
I don't believe you. Get out of my house, you blooming drifter!
Listen, good man.
Out, or I'll kick you out!
I'd prefer a peaceful resolution.
Shove off.
I've heard enough insults.
I'll take you with one hand, bastard! Take that!
Oh, if we must. I still really hate the fist fighting in this game. But unfortunately, there's a lot of it to do if you want to, 100% everything. Alright, Geralt, let's not be obscene.
Pass then. Just don't beat me anymore.
The loot is in a trunk upstairs.
As long as you understand, that's all we're here for. I'm trying nothing illicit with your daughter. Trust me. Alright, well, I hate to be so barbaric in our efforts here, but he forced our hand.
Who are you?
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher. I apologize for the intrusion.
That's alright, I'm terribly bored since Papa caught the troubadour Dandelion here. No one sees me.
He caught Dandelion? Doing what?
He was to teach me music. One day, Papa returned from the trading post earlier than usual. We were rehearsing the cantata, A Bird's Tears. Papa walked in at the climax.
Is that an obscene song?
No, it's beautiful. Very poetic. Papa couldn't understand why the rehearsal was in the nude. He was furious. He pulled an old crossbow from behind the wardrobe. Luckily, his vision isn't what it used to be.
That's why I'm here.
Why didn't he come himself? Perhaps it's just as well. You look promising too.
I'm here about the loot.
I figured. Somehow he hasn't been singing love songs under my window since Father caught us. By the way, I hope you didn't hurt Papa.
No, he's fine.
He'll be fine.
Why should I give up the loot? After all, Dandelion won't come to see me anymore.
He's like that.
If I give it to you, he'll use it to serenade some other victim.
If you give up the loot, it'll prove he's nothing to you. You dumped him.
Yes, he fell at my feet. He proposed, but I refused.
Exactly.
Now can I take the loot?
Just a moment. What's in it for you? Why are you helping?
He's my friend.
A friend? Come closer. Fear not, I won't bite. I heard once that a witch's touch is, special.
It's a myth. I'll take the loot and bother you no more.
Get out, you lousy vagrant! Don't let me see you again!
Oh boy. Couldn't be a simple request, could it, Dandelion? Oh well, at least we got his loot and some booze out of it. Sorry, but unfortunately, my hands are tied to Triss, and I have no desire to be unfaithful. Alright, well, now that that bit of weirdness is behind us, let us get this loot back in Dandelion's hands and do a bit more business. Once again, we have to see this stupid thing again. Alright, here you go.
Geralt.
Here's your loot.
Great. I owe you one. I need to prepare.
When's your performance?
After 8 at night. Come if you want.
If I can.
He just kind of rushes off. And the quest is complete. It says we can come see him at 8 o'clock. All I saw when I did that was he stood in the corner there and actually kind of got in my way. I couldn't even get back out. And he just, you know, just kind of strums it, and it's all a very passive thing. There's nothing to actually see there, so maybe we'll pass by and give it a listen, but I doubt it.
A witcher? They said your kind was extinct.
Very nearly. I'm Geralt.
I'd rather not reveal my true name, my knightly vows. If you wish, you may call me Patrick de Wazy.
Of the, Flaming Rose?
Indeed, I'm a member. Perhaps you could lend me some assistance.
With what?
My sister. Will you hear her story? One day we found her unconscious in bed. Blood trickled from fang marks on her neck. We had no doubts, a vampire.
Fang marks don't necessarily mean a vampire.
These clearly did, for after a time, my sister disappeared. She must have been transformed and then escaped.
If she is a vampire, I'll have to...
Above all, I would like you to find her. Confirm our suspicions.
All right. I'll look for your sister.
You should have no trouble recognizing her. None can ignore her azure eyes. She is a slim, beautiful blonde.
I'll do what I can.
Just my type, except as I said, I am spoken for. I probably should have brought up that bit about Siegfried, but
Yeah?
maybe okay, we still
know
can.
one Siegfried of Danale?
Indeed.
What news of him?
He is due to be promoted. In fact, he possibly has been already. I don't know, we never speak.
Can you tell me why?
He is transformed. Many of the Order perished in the swamp at the hands of the elves. All save him. They say he hid 2 days within a cow's carcass. Whatever happened, surely old Ake of Denel, Siegfried's father, wouldn't have fled when faced by elves.
You don't know that, so you shouldn't judge, sir.
It need be said, however, that though he gathered information about the tactics of the Scoia'tael, how does that compare to the stain which the mission left on his honor?
Where is he?
He trains recruits in front of the Order's seat in the Temple Quarter.
Yeah, we've spoken to him there, so this is basically all Dandelion does. He just kind of stands there and strums. Which will be some nice background music to our fist-fighting endeavors here. Why don't we, speak with this chap.
Greetings.
Now, it's very annoying because these guys are not high-stakes bidders, so that's pretty much the most we're going to get out of them.
Bring it up.
None of these fights are interesting. It's just left-click, right-click, left-click, right-click, left-click, right-click. Except I kind of missed that one. Geralt, no hits below the belt. Now, there are other techniques you can get in the fist-fighting stuff. Some of them you just gain, others you have to do through the level up menu, actually spend points on. They're all garbage. I mean, there's no point. Fist fighting is the most broken minigame in this entire series, as far as I'm concerned. This guy's stakes are very low. Honestly, the money isn't even what we're doing it for right now. Probably just gonna speed this up for time's sake. Alright, you got me. Alright. Where'd he go? There you are. This little skinny fucker, he's our target.
I was once invincible, the Great White Hope.
Huh?
Now I loiter around cesspools because of one fight.
You were a warrior?
A boxer. I had fans galore. Women, gold. And now?
What happened?
Judges disliked blows below the belt. They disqualified me.
I see.
I fought until...
Until?
I fought the lion.
Did he...
One punch. Deadly. And I realized I'd never win. I've worn a hood ever since to avoid being recognized.
Oh, you're very forthcoming with me.
It was a spiritual transformation. I can take you.
A wager, huh?
200 orins.
I'll take it, you skinny prick. Glabloda. Eat shit. I love how they play up like the main fist fighters in all of these little arenas. And none of them take any more hits than the rest of them. I don't think any of them even hit harder. They just might dodge a little better. And bonk. And bonk. And Shoryuken! Alright, Geralt, that's enough.
Did you train with the lion?
I'm a witcher. I win.
Take your prize.
Alright. Magical sign. I think the sign is, the silver sword thing? What are we close to? I honestly can't remember what we have the most of. Let's just do that.
Take the magical sign and the runic stone.
Here.
Alright. What does that give us? We got an earth rune and a Zvara rune. Alright. Let's take a look at this vampire quest. Look around town. I assume that's not something that's time sensitive right now. I believe we can go on and do the Posh reception first. Actually, I'm gonna verify that right quick. I constantly try and stay on top of this because I'm scared of missing quests, like I often do. I didn't see the quest say anything specifically. I remember doing this before. I just forgot about it. The quest does not specifically say anything about it being time sensitive. I just think we have to complete it before we end Chapter 3.
A famous monster slayer gracing my modest inn.
Greetings.
Can I help you?
This guy has a lot of stuff to say. I don't recall that any of it actually matters. All I care about is I want to collect all our booze, because we've got some drinking games to do upstairs, which is why I've been hanging on to all this. Okay, so yeah, we do have the 3 runes, which means now we can actually forge a silver sword. Let's actually just hang on to these. We'll do that ASAP. Yeah, that's it. That's it for the booze. Just to play safe.
Greeting.
Can I?
Thanks.
Alright, we have to talk to the waitress.
No need for...
Alright, let us buy out some Vizima Champion. Some of whatever this is. And some stout. And just play it safe. We will need these in future, so it's no big deal if we spend too much money on it now. Alright, what say we get down to this rather unsavory business.
Here we are. Wipe that frown off your face. You'll be fine.
Can't we go back to your place? Make sure I have no internal injuries.
Later, Geralt. Come on. This isn't so bad. Let's mingle.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's mingle. Well, well. You're nobody important, it seems. So, Triss just kind of hangs out with us for this first bit as we go around speaking to fools. Now, this is one of those cases where dialogue options are pretty restrictive. So, if you say something you don't mean to say, you don't really get to backpedal on it. So, let us tread lightly.
Triss Merigold is the most beautiful woman in the world.
Yeah, you're damn right, and I'm the one who gets to say it to her.
Waste of words.
Hey!
Geralt, have you met Taller?
Taller? Here?
Yeah, right in front of me, aka behind me.
The Honorable Erkin von Blunt.
Good
Von
day, sir.
Blut?
Erkin has taken a vow of silence and thus cannot answer. You must be wondering why he is here.
Indeed.
He has made numerous vows in his life, one of which is to protect the royal family. Sadly, for unknown reasons, Princess Ada holds little respect for him. Vows, however, must be honored, whatever the circumstances.
And how are you involved? Are you bound by his vows by extension?
He authorized me to speak on his behalf, and I serve as his advisor.
Of course. We shan't be bothering you. Come, Geralt.
You can't tell me who I can and cannot bother. Including this fucker. Well, I'm not sure he's taking a vow of silence, but he's probably a bit tongue-twisted if he's stumbling like that. Oh, right, he doesn't like the weak stuff. Alright, well, let's keep it up with the wine.
Curses. I'm drunk.
I see that loosened your tongue.
I broke my vow. I swore on a heron.
A heron?
Nonsense. Tala hired me to come incognito to the feast.
You blew it.
No scene, please. This ring will get you in the House of the Night. Half price.
Exciting. Well, Tyler, what do you have to say about that?
We'll speak shortly.
Yes, indeed, we will. I don't know why neither of us really had to dress up for this occasion, but such is life. Alright, let's quaff some of that hangover medicine.
Get out of my sight, freak.
Alright, well, that's off to a wonderful start. Can't even shake my damn hand first. Let's speak with you.
Geralt of Rivia and Triss Merigold, welcome.
Greetings.
I thank you for coming. Look about the room and you will see the entire kingdom represented.
We thank you for your invitation.
Forgive me, I must return to my duties. I'm certain we'll speak later.
Alright then. One last person with a name to speak to. That would be you.
Milady, allow me to present the sorceress Triss Merigold, and...
Duet, I know who stands before me. We know each other, do we not, Witcher?
One could say so, Princess.
A princess indeed, though I do not always feel like one. So many duties. You could not imagine, Witcher.
Indeed.
Why do you stare? Is my dress displeasing?
Alright. So, this second option here leads to a rather unsavory outcome that we will avoid this time because I've never actually done the other option. It doesn't really matter in the end because we still talk to her later anyway, but the implication of this is that I believe the backstory to this is that Geralt saved Ada's life when she was struck with a curse that turned her into a Striga, a very nasty beast, and that actually took place in the intro of the game. So I didn't put that on. I didn't film that bit for any of the walkthroughs, but that's basically what happened. And I think the implication is that the gemstone, I assume it's the little tiara thing she's wearing, is presumed to be the source of the curse. I actually don't remember at this point, which is a little embarrassing, but we'll find that out later. For now, let's just keep things civil.
Forgive me, milady, but even the finest dress would pale in comparison to you.
Mind your tongue, mutant.
Duet, I will decide if and when I am offended.
Your Highness, he is an aberration.
Silence. It was a nicety. Leave us for now.
Alright, so it's basically completely irrelevant, because this fucker right here, you know, cockblocks us either way. Alright, is there somebody else to talk to? Oh yeah, there's, Velerad right here. Keeps sneaking off on me.
Geralt, allow me to introduce Burgomeister Velerad.
Burgermeister.
Greetings. It's been a while.
Velerad is King Foltest's right hand.
No need for formal introductions. If you wish to open a factory or a shop, kill a monster, or petition the king, you must come to me.
I'll remember that.
Excuse us, Burgomeister, but we need to say hello to the other guests.
No, I don't.
You've met everyone who's anyone. I need to speak with Luvarden. You behave yourself. Beware of anyone who tries to pry information from you.
From me? But I'm just a witcher.
Don't be fooled. Anything you say may have political ramifications.
Ah, so I have the power. I can turn this whole political fucking shitfest on its head if I want to. But let's speak with you first.
It's not strong enough.
What?
Speak freely, Geralt, but no politics.
I want to ask about the princess.
No politics.
About the curse.
Shh. I could use something stronger. Fine. Ask.
Does the princess have strange dreams?
How would I know? I've not spoken to Ada without one of those bastards from the Order prisons.
Any strange behavior?
You're awfully close to treason.
I'm not asking out of want for political influence.
Our sweet princess is completely normal. Well, her head's a little messed up.
Is she aggressive?
On occasion, but not unusual for a spoiled damsel. I don't know, she's...
What?
Well...
Spit it out.
She needs a man to give her a proper lay.
Right.
Must go.
Later.
I'm not finished with you, because you actually posted most of these quests that we need to turn in, so pay up, fucker.
I'm listening.
What do I have for him?
Can I ask about politics?
I thought you were a decent fellow.
When will the king return?
Everybody's asking that question today. I tell everyone the same. He'll return in due course.
I hope so.
I'd like to know what that means, but so be it. Yeah, let's check up on old Foltest. The king left the city. Theoretically, Burgermeister Valrad is to rule in his stead. In practice, the decisions come from an entirely different source, which causes chaos in the city. Ooh. It's weird when our own diary is setting the vague precedent of conspiracy. I don't know. That's a little strange.
I'm listening.
Okay, apparently I can't... I have the stuff he wants. But I guess I can't talk to him now. Let's talk to Tyler.
Enjoying yourself?
Exquisitely. Not enough food, nowhere to sit, and nothing but small talk. And I may be the only one here not involved in one of the many schemes or secret alliances being forged.
It's a sign of the times. New customs and fashions. You think it better to show the Nilfgaardian we're barbarians? That we can't distinguish between a fork and a comb? That the only way we know how to feast is to get blind drunk and roar lusty songs while slapping the serving wenches on their arse?
What's so wrong with that?
I'm a relic. Someone from the past, so I'm rather attached to the old customs. Never understood nor liked the new ones. But really, Taller, why are you here?
Why is this guy eavesdropping over my shoulder?
I've the good of the kingdom at heart. A kingdom threatened by the schemes and alliances you were observant enough to note.
I said I was an old-fashioned witcher. Be straight, like Taller the Fence would be.
Taller the Fence does nothing for free.
Taller the Fence is a scoundrel who'd prefer the Temple District not know he consorts with the cream of Vizima society.
Have it your way. Let me tell you, friend, a serious slashfest is in the works. One without pardon. The defeated will be picked apart by crows. You'll be forced to fight for a new order, comrade, or against it. We will fight for our traditions and customs, for our land and our women.
Who's this enemy? Who wants to steal our women?
I wouldn't deceive you. I think you're one of us. It's a cause we share. I don't know the enemy yet, but I will soon, and when I do, the time of the sword and the axe will come. Blood will flow in the streets. And know this, comrade, there will be no room for your neutrality.
I thought you were a more practical man than to believe in prophecy like that, but... Oh well, everyone surprises and disappoints me these days.
Who exactly are you? And be straight with me, comrade.
Temerian intelligence. I execute the king's direct orders. I find traitors, rats, and foreign agents. I'm a spy.
A highly placed spy.
I can't deny it. May I ask a personal question? The amphibians you're after, are they a personal matter or an ideological one?
Both.
Care to explain?
They robbed me and killed a friend. They're criminal, evil. Salamandra upsets the balance. As a witcher, I can't ignore that.
Got it. Thank you for being candid.
Very straightforward reasoning, I should think. Nothing to really be ashamed of.
Who exactly is DeWitt, and what is he doing here?
That Nilfgaardian dog is a mere pawn. I cannot fathom why Ada tolerates him.
Explain.
Like most knights of the Order, he worries his dick's too small, so he gets aggressive whenever something scares him. Then, of course, he's a Nilfgaardian. Our princess has some weaknesses, but stupidity is not one of them.
Maybe the princess has a game of her own going.
Then she should choose better allies. Unlike chess, this game claims lives. I'm afraid someone might be using her.
Is Luvarden somehow involved?
I need to get Erkin a private meeting with him. At present, his intentions are a pure riddle.
To me, too.
Really?
What do you mean?
Your friend seems to get along famously with Luvarden. For two strangers, they certainly have much to discuss. See for yourself.
I trust Triss.
I suppose you know her better than I, but don't say I didn't warn you. Regarding Luvarden, we know he heads some transnational organization of merchants, bankers, and other wealthy folk. Make what you will of it.
Why do you want to draw me into a game that doesn't concern me?
This game concerns you more than you imagine. You mean to tell me you're not interested in the conflict between the Order and the Scoia'tael? You mean to tell me you don't care? What about your lover, Triss Merigold?
That's private. I want to destroy Salamandra. That is my only objective.
Salamandra has a patron. Someone in this room, or one known here. You're up to your ears in this, Wolf, whether you like it or not.
Excuse me for a moment. We'll talk later.
That was interesting how Taller, the rough, unpleasant criminal that we met before, is actually probably the most sensible, polite, and forthcoming person that we meet here. So, obviously, he wears many, many faces, but always the same coat.
Fair.
I don't know when I get to talk to him about those contracts, but hopefully before we leave.
I'm busy now.
Alright, fine. Let's try and speak with her again.
Witcher, you may approach. Duet, fetch me some wine. From that page boy at the end of the room.
Your Highness?
We may speak freely now. Geralt, tell me about witchers, and please, don't hide behind your code.
What are you asking, milady?
What is your view on politics? To me,
Get the hell out of the way, Tyler.
Politics is like an encounter with a lover. Would you agree?
I don't really, but I'll humor you.
I'm impressed by the comparison. Have you ever tried your hand at the fine arts, Your Highness?
I'm forced to study all kinds of nonsense, but books bore me, as does poetry for the most part.
I agree. Books are for bores.
Never mind. Back to our lovers ambulating about the room. You see, Witcher, politics is not unlike a tryst. It begins with foreplay, glances, conversations. Behold that witch with Luvarden. Now look to our noble Erkin and the courtiers. The dance grows bolder, fondling and such. Then one is consumed by the desire to come together roughly, like animals. Finally, one is left with sad, passionless copulation. Velerad and Duet, for instance.
Excuse me, Your Highness. Sore throat.
We are adults, Geralt. We both know the desires of men.
Not all men. I have no desire to meddle in politics, for instance.
So what are you doing here, where everyone meddles and schemes?
I'm not sure I know.
Let us explore another topic.
May I ask you a question?
Go on.
What is the king's stance on this topic? I mean politics, of course.
Ugh, dull? I have grown hungry, and there is naught worth eating at this feast. I tire of partridge tongues and caviar. What do I most desire? I have it. I will answer your ever so dull question if you bring me what I most desire.
I like that we don't get the chance to ask her, but so be it.
I shall return shortly, Your Highness.
Alright, well, at least our diary guides us.
I'm listening.
What does the princess like to eat?
Find me a stronger drink and we'll speak.
Will do.
I happen to have one in my pocket.
Throat's dry.
Relax, Burgermeister. The party's just beginning.
I'm listening.
Alright, this should be strong enough for you.
Ah, much better. The princess had a hard childhood. It left her with a penchant for raw meat. We tried to keep that quiet, but...
I see. Anything else?
Taller's angry. His intelligence agents scour the realm to fetch her treats.
Thanks.
Alright, so I guess Tyler knows the specifics of what her, her fancy is. Where's he run off to? Alright, speaking with this fellow over here.
Geralt.
Any idea what the princess's favorite dish might be?
We have to know shit like that. As special agents, people of the shadows.
Calm down. What's the dish?
Tala does nothing for free. Go to the next room and fetch the letter from the box with the Temerian coat of arms. Be discreet.
But...
Then I'll tell you Ada's favorite dish.
Oh, everybody needs a favor. Alright, pardon me. Knock, knock, coming through. Let's see what we got in here. Ooh. Look at that. Yoink. Where'd you come from?
Why are you here?
Huh? I was looking for the privy.
In that box?
Point for you. Truth is, I was hoping for a superior drink.
The wine does taste watered down.
I found some liquor. Try some?
Gladly.
Alright, bottoms up. I don't know if we have to stick to liquor for this whole thing. So I don't think I even have any more. Alright, so we can go with the medium strength stuff. That should keep us safe. Though I'm realizing now I've run out of wives' tears and I forgot to make more. Okay. This dialogue didn't really run through there. Let's see what we found. The cast was done according to the guidelines and the craftsman is already gone for good. Make sure that all the other traces vanish. Nobody should be able to prove that we are responsible for the forgery. You'll find a connection between me and your superior. You know what to do about the rest. P.S. Take care of the Witcher. I believe that was what we found in there. I can't believe I forgot to read that. I should keep more track of what we've actually read. Alright, so it looks like that was actually it. Alright, well, we took care of him. And we have what Tyler is looking for, so let's be on our way here.
How'd it go?
Here you go.
Smoothly. Here's the letter.
You'd make a fine agent. I exaggerate. A goat would be just as good.
Start talking. What's Ada's favorite dish?
Catoblepis.
What?
Some time ago, this maniac who looked a lot like you arrived in Vizima claiming that nothing surpasses finely prepared catoblepas meat.
You're joking.
Not a bit. Since then, my men have been hunting catoblepas throughout the continent in secret. At market, it costs more than a good whore.
How's the meat prepared?
That's the Burgermeister's business. I smuggle in catoblepas, but I wouldn't know how to cook it.
Alright, let's speak with the Burgermaster again, I guess.
Ah,
I see.
Tyler's angry.
Thanks.
Oh, right. It's, I guess, uncooked. Alright, well, Triss should be able to summon us up a magic beast.
This is important, Triss.
What's important?
Ada knows something. I think I can get it out of her.
Really?
That spoiled little vixen, well, she wants some catoblepas. Rare would be best.
Are you kidding?
No. Triss, could you conjure up something, please?
Sorcery at parties is considered very unseemly.
I'll create a distraction.
I'll do better myself.
Well done.
Catoblepis steak. Rare for the princess.
Thank you, Triss.
You know I can conjure up orgasms, too.
I think I prefer traditional methods. I'll find you after I've spoken with Ada.
Could make for an interesting party favor, though. Alright, so let's get this bitch a steak.
Do you have something tasty for me?
Steak tartare of catoblepas. Raw meat with a pinch of pepper and an uncooked yolk.
You know how to please a woman.
It is an honor to serve you, Your Highness.
I shall grant you a private audience. Come to my alcove in 5 minutes. We shall dabble in politics.
Well, with your definition of politics, I think this thing should get a bit more interesting than the conventional Congress. Alright, now I'm gonna save it here because they're... Damn. Princess don't give no fuck. I'm gonna save here because this next bit has two possible outcomes, only one of which I am going to roll with. So I will show you the alternative one first, and the only reason I'm going to record them both is because one of them actually does have an interesting implication if you pay close attention.
Finally, politics it shall be, but quietly. We should not be heard.
As you command.
I should think so.
Is that the only article of clothing you see fit to remove? Oh, I see why.
Geralt, I spoke with Declan.
And?
The two of you should talk.
What's so worthy of my time?
Don't be so quick to judge. He'll make you an offer, one I think you should accept.
Sure you're not using me as one of your tools?
Only in bed, Witcher. Only in bed.
I'll find you later.
Now, good thing I actually had the sense to kick me out of the room before Triss talked to me, because last time I recorded that scene, it actually, she actually walked in there as Ada was walking out, so it's kind of funny. But that is not the outcome we're looking for. Is that the right one? Because once again, I'm trying to stay faithful to Triss, so... But we can also get some actual dialogue out of Ada if we go with the alternative. Even if things are not quite as, not quite the happy ending, but I'm afraid we must do what we must do. Yep, just keep pointing at her, Geralt.
Finally, politics it shall be, but quietly. We should not be heard.
Your Highness promised me an answer.
What are you waiting for? Undress.
Your Highness.
I shall answer in due course. But first, I must know if those legends about your sword are true.
I must refuse.
Stop playing games, Geralt. Everything has its limits, including my patience.
I'll not be your toy.
I expected as much. Shame. Our meeting could have been more pleasant. Yet I always keep my word. King Foltest, my beloved father, treats me like a child, and children dare not dabble in politics. Soon he will see how blind he was. That is all. You may go.
Your Highness.
Begone. I wish to be alone.
Geralt, I spoke with Declan.
And?
The two of you should talk.
What's so worthy of my time?
Don't be so quick to judge. He'll make you an offer, one I think you should accept.
Sure you're not using me as one of your tools?
Only in bed, Witcher. Only in bed.
Well, hopefully you can make a tool of me later, because all this sexual tension has been leaving me a bit tense.
What's the gift of Lara?
A long, complex story, but I'll keep it short. Lara Doran ep Sheadal was no normal elf, more like a genetic bomb. She was to couple with another genetically special individual and bear an even more exceptional child. But that never happened. Lara fell in love with Cregennan of Lod, a mage, a human. Lara and Cregennan's children, known as those of Elder Blood, proved hard to follow. Thus the sorcerers who had hatched the plan lost control of their precious gene.
Not finding this party dull?
Anything more interesting in mind? At home, Geralt. At home.
God, you always make me wait for these things. Alright, well, I guess we'll talk to Declan then. So, Ada was not really forthcoming with much, but we did see that she is indeed playing the politician's game, and seems to be doing quite a bit of scheming. I guess we'll see what that amounts to later. It's unfortunate that we could not get a hint of that just yet. Am I allowed to talk with Velerad now and get these damn quests taken care of? Or has he disappeared? Yeah, I don't see him anymore. Why couldn't I turn in those quests before? I swear I've done it. It might have been something I had to do after, like, getting the steak. But that's weird.
I'm glad you've come.
What is it?
The old saying goes, any enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Get to the point.
Geralt, I urge you to change your tone. Listen to what Declan has to say.
Let me guess. You have dirty work needs doing and thought a witcher with amnesia perfect for the job.
Exactly. Will you help destroy Salamandra?
That's it. That's what I was doing the whole damn time.
I'll help, but it hardly means we're friends.
Wonderful. It's as we've heard. All secret societies need gold. Fistek yields the largest profits for Salamander. Our spies say there's a new Salamander camp in the swamps. The herbs are harvested, then conducted to another base in Vizima's temple quarter.
A swamp and slums again.
I already took care of those.
We're confident you can destroy both camps. If you discover papers, evidence that might aid us, return to me.
Yes, sir. Permission to commence mission, sir.
Both camps are new, without sure defenses. A simple matter for you. The Salamanders would slaughter groups of humans easily.
Much simpler to sacrifice one witcher. I'll return once I have new information.
See me tomorrow if you need help. Triss obtained this formula especially for you.
How gracious. Always got to be so cynical, though, Geralt. Well, at least we're back on our feet. Not stumbling. We did take care of those already. I guess I jumped the gun on that one. But I'll turn that in later, because I think that might activate the next stage, and we might miss out on some of the stuff here. But as long as reception is over and done with, that's what I've been holding back from this whole time.
Witcher.
I have a name, woman.
About my identity.
Any progress?
I'm still
Alright, well, that's not very helpful. So we'll come back and we'll speak with Luvarden another time. I gotta figure out where the hell Velerad ran off to so I can get these quests turned in. Uh-oh. Tyler's in trouble. Well, seems something has gone amiss here, ladies and gentlemen. But we are running over time here, so we will decide what to do about this next episode. Hope you all enjoyed, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to follow me on Twitch and subscribe to my stream archive channels. I'm sorry I have not gotten to those much either, but I'll do what I can. But until next time, thank you all for watching, and have yourselves a wonderful night.